What is happening, everybody? Good evening. It's finally Friday, and if you can't tell, I'm a little excited. I'm your host, the Appalachian American. With me, as always, my homie, Tommy Gunn.
Friday. I hope you're having a good one, y'all.
Coming up next, the author, David Applegate.
G'day, fans, air conditioners, and other cool units. Welcome to another men's room. And yes, John Wick is a perfect shoot 'em up.
Last but not least, the channel dad.
Oh, I'm live. Sorry, man. Channel Dad, also known as Brain Muffin and a bunch of other names. And yes, for the first time ever, and hopefully not the last, this is being simulcast on Twitch, on my channel, twitch.com/brainmuffin.
Awesome. Yeah, dude, we are going live on 6 different platforms right now. You have the Men's Room Facebook, the Men's Room YouTube, the Men's Room Rumble, Channel Dad Brian Lapes Twitch, David Applegate's Facebook, and David Applegate's YouTube. So YouTube will definitely be doubling down on us tonight.
We have
I didn't know I
eyes
could do
on
more
us.
than one.
Yeah, we have more, yes. Literally, each one of us now has a couple of FBI agents all watching the screens.
Yeah. What are they doing? What are they gonna do?
What's the
What are
code?
they
What's
gonna
the rush? Are they? Who are they? What are they communicating to Putin?
Yeah.
I wonder how far that can go, though. Think about
What?
it. So you could have 10 guests.
Yeah, and everybody can bring 2 destinations.
So you could literally have 21.
It'd be going all the way across to the thing. Yeah, we get
Yeah.
3 because we have the paid account.
Oh, yeah. So that'd
And
be cool.
Tommy,
guess
if
get
you
2.
had like Luke, you could do TikTok.
Yeah.
We could be going live on TikTok right now.
I could
Well,
do
we
Rumble.
actually
Will
can.
go Rumble or not?
What?
What about Rumble and Odyssey? Will it work on there?
I don't know about Odyssey, but
No,
I'm live on Rumble.
Okay.
Rumble, you need to set up a blank stream first to receive it.
Rumble
you can do it.
also, you can't go live unless you have over 100 followers.
Oh, okay. I don't know what I got on Rumble.
We got 136.
But
Yeah.
That's like TikTok. You got to have 1,000 followers to go live.
Tommy, make us a Men's Room TikTok and get at it.
I already got 2,000.
Not on the Men's Room.
Not on the men's room, but I took that channel and I basically wiped it clean, but kept the followers and changed the name and everything.
Oh, nice. Did you put it over the Men's Room? Men's Room?
I just put my name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Tommy. Cool.
Something. Yeah.
I was
Appreciate it.
I
It's
was
called-
gonna wait a while before I put anybody else on that TikTok.
It's the same with uploads. Otherwise, you could upload the shorts, but you can't upload your shorts until you got a number of followers as well.
Channel Dad Brian Lape has 42 followers over on Rumble.
So everybody hit his Rumble up.
Yeah. Get on it. Get on
Yeah,
it.
I couldn't load the page. I have a feeling my internet's going to go.
Probably.
It's already kind of done it. It's hinted several times before the show started.
The internet overlords are like, cut it off, cut him off, cut him off, cut him off.
Is this
The
a
elders of the internet.
Yeah.
The elders of the internet know who I am.
Well, let's see. Is it Netflix collapse or Disney collapse?
I don't know. What?
Channel Dad, do you do the
That
beer
voodoo?
reviews, right? Do you have a logo?
Not really.
All right. Well, Seth, I already got yours halfway done. It's gonna say coffee and gaming, and it looks like a whiskey barrel, and you just put your soda can in it, and it's for coffee and gaming.
But why would I want soda and a whiskey barrel? Why not coffee?
You can also put a glass in it for iced coffee, but it just looks cool.
Oh, what is it?
He's
The
3D
3D print.
printing something.
Oh, I was like, what are you talking about? But okay, cool.
Yeah.
Now I got
It's
I
got
got
the
2
coffee
dogs.
and gaming on it.
I may have to go let the DOGs OUT. So
Sure.
I got 2 of them right here. Where's the third one? Here, Toby.
I know IGN really isn't that reliable, but IGN came out and said that John Wick 4 is perfect.
Uh-oh. That means it sucks.
Right.
There's a doggy nose. Perfect for what? Falling asleep to?
You didn't like John Wick, did you?
I like the first one, but the third one I was like, how many more people is he going to shoot? Now, is it the end of the third one where they put the thing out saying he's basically open season and there's like a zillion people around him?
That was the end of 2.
That was into 2. Okay. How does 3 end? Which one's I'm going to get it wrong.
3, I think, is in the hotel.
Lawrence Fishburne's at the end of 3. He falls he falls off the building and is hurt pretty badly at the end of 3.
Okay, yeah. But I mean, he's not. Yeah, he's in there because he goes to him for help and all that other stuff, and they all start coming at each other.
Yeah, that's this opening scene where goes whack on the steps, and they can't and everybody just freezes because they can't touch him.
Oh yeah.
Because if they shoot him, they get whacked too. It's like sick.
Number 3 has a score of 8.5, but they gave number 4 a perfect 10.
Wow.
So, I also heard an article the other day that the director has no further storyline. So apparently number 4 is going to be it.
Oh, hell.
Yeah.
Well, he did say he wanted to revisit other stuff. So
right
before he gets too old.
Right,
so
but
spin-offs?
Well, I don't know about spinoffs, but I'm pretty sure he was talking about that this is kind of like it. The director was kind of like, this is it.
Yeah, I'm talking about the director. Yeah. What the director said is he wants to do other stuff, that he hasn't got any more stories. But the franchise is his rights are purchasable. If somebody's got a story or whatever, he's amicable. But
all right, I'm gonna go let the dogs out.
All right. I have a feeling though that this story is going to be quite finalized by the end of 4, to where that way, if they want to put this to bed, they can.
I think so.
And then from there, either they can maybe come up with another story with him, or not. But it could be cool. As long as it ends on a good note, I don't think it needs to be continued. What do you think?
Yeah, because you can ruin it by trying to stretch a story out too long.
Yeah.
What was it called? Game of Thrones. They should have stopped it before the last season.
Actually, Game of Thrones is one of those where they should have either stopped at 4 or finished at 13. You know what I mean? If you're going to flesh it out more, you have to go into the same detail you did from the beginning. You know what I mean?
Right.
They did 3 things they didn't flesh out: the dragons, the winter, what was all the lore about the winter and the Great War, and the Ice King. Who is he? What is he? And is he dead?
Right.
For all we know, they just shattered a ice zombie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I never finished the House of the Dragon. Did anybody else?
I never really finished. I got to finished season 3 on Game of Thrones, and it was just nothing I was really interested in.
Really?
Yeah.
Most people finish at 4. They reckon the peak audience was the end of season 4.
Well, I heard that once season 5 was rolled around, that they didn't have really any direction.
Yeah, it was kind of wishy-washy after that.
Like I said, they failed to go into the same level of detail they did in the beginning.
Not necessarily they didn't have direction, is that they ran out of story.
Yeah, they were just throwing characters at each other. Kill him now. Kill him now. Half the time the deaths didn't make sense. With Stark, you knew why they were killing him, because if the public found out about the incestuous relationship or even just the adultery, they would have torn him apart. which they should have. They should have killed Cersei there and then.
Yeah.
They broke their own law. When they broke their own law with Cersei and keeping her alive, that was plot armor, and that lost and that lost a lot of audience. I'm not saying half immediately, but by the end of season 5, over half the audience had gone.
Yeah.
And 8 was supposed to be action-packed. I didn't see a lot of action. And this Unsullied, why are you tolerating the Unsullied? Or the Dothraki. I love respawning Dothraki.
Well, I guess that's the reason why they ruined Game of Thrones, and I hope they don't do that to John Wick 4.
Well, actually, I read something, and now I'm going back through my history trying to find it. There's a director accused Disney of deliberately sabotaging the John Carter franchise because they didn't want to create a more powerful franchise than the one they were working on. They had 2 franchises competing at the time, and they deliberately sabotaged John Wick. John Carter.
Seth, what kind of coffee you drink?
Folgers right now.
Folgers, you gotta get some of this.
What is it?
Black Rifle.
I'm not a fan of Black Rifle after they talked bad about old Kyle Rittenhouse.
Did they really?
Oh yeah.
Yep. I didn't
They
know
trashed
that.
him. Yeah,
They did. They left him for dead.
I didn't know that. Is that why Crowder stopped sponsoring?
Yeah.
Yep. That's why Carter dumped him. Yeah. He said he can only support those who, can only support those who support the Second Amendment. Absolutely not when it's convenient for their. I get it. They're about veterans, and they wanted their veteran causes to be front and center. But one of the veteran causes they should have remembered is the right to self-defense.
Yes, I did not know that about them. Dang.
Yeah, they lost a lot of friends over that one.
Oh yeah, they made big.
Is that why they don't show on YouTube no more, hardly? Because that never runs across my feed now. It used to
no, they've cut back because their sales are down. They've cut back on the YouTube ads.
Well, their coffee is good though. I give them that.
I still admire the fact they do a lot for disabled veterans. It's just their support for self-defense should be absolute.
Yeah.
It's an absolute right. Not one of these wishy-washy, you can say certain words. Even free speech. Somebody said the other day, if free speech isn't improved, we're only going to see it worsen. They already have thought crime laws on the books in England, and they're drafting them for cities across America.
But they are in big box stores now, so they're kind of a sellout.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
All right, so this article comes from ABC4. What's the news channel? Salt Lake City, ABC4 says Black Rifle Coffee Company, a veteran-owned and operated company based in Salt Lake City, addressed social media posts claiming sponsorship of Kyle Rittenhouse, 17-year-old charged in a fatal shooting of 2 men during a protest in Wisconsin. According to the Salt Lake Tribune, Elijah Schaefer, a reporter for The Blaze, tweeted Rittenhouse's censor-moved image wearing a Black Rifle Coffee Company t-shirt with a caption, "Kyle Rittenhouse drinks the best coffee in America," with accompanying discount code for the coffee company. Black Rifle Coffee responded, "We do not support legal advocacy efforts. We do not sponsor, nor do we have a relationship with a 17-year-old facing charges in Kenosha, Wisconsin." Speculation viewed from the start, claiming Black Rifle Coffee Company was sponsoring Rittenhouse. Black Rifle Coffee Company CEO Evan Hafer took to social media saying they did not sponsor Rittenhouse. There's been a lot of misinformation, a lot of hearsay, a lot of speculation thrown out here, Hafer said. And I want to make sure everybody knew we do not profit from this. Hafer continued saying it would be ethically inappropriate to profit from tragedy. Black Rifle Coffee Company said they did not end their marketing relationship with Blaze Media, but we believe in what they put out. We believe in that relationship, said Hafer. Taylor Corden, CEO of Blaze Media, took to social media saying, "We have been assured by Black Rifle Coffee that our longstanding advertising partnership continued unchanged. We love the coffee and always appreciate their support." Schaefer is also the host of Slightly Offensive podcast. Even though the company chose to continue the relationship with Blaze Media, there are conflicting reposts regarding whether or not Black Rifle Coffee Company will terminate its marketing relationship with the podcast. ABC4 has reached out for clarity on the termination of sponsorship with Slightly Offensive, and they have not heard back. Clarification on the current relationship between Slightly Offensive podcast and the company will be updated with information made available. So the second that something came out about Kyle Rittenhouse, Black Rifle Coffee really put their distance on.
Man,
hey,
they didn't pedal a bike. They got on a motorcycle. They got on a drag race. They drag raced away from Kyle.
Yeah.
That's nasty. I knew it was nasty, but it just reminded me how nasty it was.
I mean, they actually made a they went to social media over it, and I can't really find
I actually think they scrubbed social media every couple of months, so
yeah, but you wouldn't have you would still have other people talking about it.
Yeah. Problem is there's so much about Kyle.
Yeah.
So another feature they should add to StreamYard is where you can cut somebody's camera off. Now, I'm not saying you can cut it on, but you can cut it off.
Yeah.
The stop cam.
Well, let's see. I don't know if I can. Ooh, you know what? It's really cool. All right, so I went on to David's audio settings, and I can cut off echo cancellation and automatically adjust volume, and I can actually drop him down. That is fantastic.
Did not know that.
Yeah,
that must be new. Audio balancing.
It is. Now, no offense, but I'm gonna bring Anime Night down when he comes in because he is extremely loud.
His mic is really hot.
Yeah, but that's the problem. USB mics, man, they have a tendency to be really, really hot. I've noticed, not to sound like highfalutin or anything, but my XLR mic has so much more adjustment.
Yeah, yours is processed. I think that's the difference. The USB mic is hot. Whatever the sensitivity of the mic is, it's straight through the USB port. There's no processor.
Yeah,
and most of these software processors, they're crap. Although, is Anime Night coming, or is he?
I sent him a message. We were going live in 1 minute at 8:58, and nothing. But then again, I got to think. We had time change.
Yes, because he could still be. Yes.
Yeah, he could still be at work. So I'm not sure yet. We'll see.
Because he's been doing extra shifts to pay off his bills.
Hopefully he can get a new laptop.
Well, that's computer. I think he was aiming for a desktop because it had more memory, more hard drive, so he could do editing.
I would like to have a desktop.
Simply for the memory?
Did you?
I've got 2 external hard drives, so I don't think memory's an issue with me.
No, I'm talking about the physical. Like doing big editing jobs.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. The power.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Well.
Did you see what's in the comments?
A bot, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's on Lape, I think.
We get that all the time.
Coffee and gaming, on Twitch.
Coffee and gaming. Anytime we're on Twitch, we get bots, so it's whatever.
Oh wow.
Sorry, man.
Occasionally we get a Twitch. Yeah, occasionally we get a Twitch thought too.
Yeah. I'm hot.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
She comes on and says, "I'm hot," and it's like,
oh, good for you.
You want to see my titties? Yeah. Want to see mine?
I'm kind of retarded. I will eat your ass.
Well, then.
Well, she's got a price tag on it for She's got a price tag on every part.
probably. All right. Well,
some are more
Forbes.
natural than others.
According to Forbes, 2.4 million losses while Disney Plus suffered first ever decline in subscribers.
Disney fired 7,000 employees, and they're looking at another 10. Meanwhile, so they're not the only one, and they're also not saying how much they lost over SVB because a lot of companies had money with them.
Yeah.
Speaking of Netflix is cleaning up a little.
We're not speaking of Netflix, are we?
Oh, no, you're talking about Disney Plus.
Stay on topic. Stay on topic.
Sorry.
Now, where are they laying people off? In the parks or in the Disney media?
In the streaming. Disney Media. Ooh. Disney Media are laying off 7,000. And
they had 7,000 people in their streaming area? That seems
this
excessive. Yeah.
No, this is... I believe Disney Streaming has its own content group, and this is content acquisition and stuff like editing, etc.
Oh, the diversity, inclusion, and what's the E stand for?
Equity.
Equity. Hires.
So, if Disney stays on this path of what they're doing now, how long will they be around?
Well, Disney's actually got enough investments to ride out a 12-year storm. They're drawing down $3 billion a month, and their investments are stable. So, but that's
putting money. I don't see them for 10 years putting money in and not getting money out.
No. Here's the thing: they actually Disney Corporation had a total revenue of $26 billion with a profit of $4 billion, but that profit only came from the parks. Every other division is subsidized.
Yeah. People love those parks.
Well, parks and merch, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, but ain't the parks getting a tax put on them?
Yes. They now have to pay the same taxes as every other large-scale business property taxes. They have a lot of the Disney parks didn't have property taxes.
Was that in Florida, just Florida, or is that Florida and California?
California was subsidizing, but their subsidies have gone down. I think they're down. So I think when they get 7.5% subsidy out of California, they pay 7.5% less tax or something.
Right.
According to this, Netflix is down 2.1% also.
Yeah. And that's
it's called the streaming juggle. Both of the juggernauts are finding that people are juggling 3 or 4 streaming services. They're not subscribing a full season. They'll subscribe a full season, then they go to the next one. So
right. Yeah. Speaking of Disney, apparently Hulu's getting sold off.
Really?
Yeah, they're trying to cut because they've lost so much. Because they've lost so much that they're now trying to redirect and they might be selling.
So Disney own Hulu?
Yeah,
but Disney doesn't own it outright. They're I think they're only down to 20%. They have been selling off before,
right?
Oh, but Sony's been after Hulu for a long time. In trouble because they keep censoring stuff to appease the Karens, but then they lose more subscribers than they gain.
Yeah.
Yep.
And a lot of the anime companies are threatening to go to Tubi. Don't threaten, just do it.
That's still around?
Oh yeah, dude, Tubi's awesome.
It's doing gangbusters because because you just come and go as you please. There's no subscription.
It's free because they have ads. That's the only sucky part. But realistically, like, I mean, the commercial's fine.
Profitable.
Well, our generation's used to commercials. It's the next generation coming up that doesn't know anything really besides commercials.
Right.
It's the 90s kids who went through Nickelodeon without commercials for nearly a decade. They're the ones who are freaking out over Tubi being ad sponsored.
Right. Oiler Greg. Next year we can chip in and buy Disney company cheap.
Yep.
What was I thinking of? There was something that
Cheers,
like
man.
last summer that you saw a zillion advertisements for, and it lasted like for a week and a half.
Oh, that was at Quib.
Yeah.
Quibi.
They were
Quibi,
they were shorts. Quibi, yeah, quick shorts. They were
it was like 10 minutes. Each show was like 10 minutes long.
Oh,
they lost it. Those were just CNN Plus.
Yeah. I remember when they just called those webisodes back in the day.
Yeah.
The problem with that is that it wasn't free. It was $2.49 monthly. TikTok was free. And at the time, don't forget, TikTok was subsidized, so they didn't have ads. Although I think TikTok is now going to increase their ad spread because there's subsidies run out.
They already have. It's like it used to be every 10 swipes ups, you got an
every
ad.
10 swipes, yeah, got an
now
ad.
It's every 3. So what's it going to be? Every 2 now?
Yeah, no. There are still areas that are subsidized that don't have ads. They're just decreasing. They're increasing the amount of people who see ads, and they're introducing regional ads in India.
Now, my dad was showing me because he has a Facebook. I didn't know they put ads in the Facebook videos now.
Oh yeah.
How long have they been doing that?
Oh, years.
6 months?
No, it's been years.
Really? I haven't
YouTube videos. Oh yeah, do YouTube? Oh shoot, I'm still sharing screen. Why didn't y'all tell me?
Not YouTube. Facebook.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Facebook.
Yeah,
I knew YouTube. Maybe my ad blocker has only recently been unable to block them because in the past I didn't see any. But in the last 6 months, some of them have been slipping through the ad blocker.
So here's a quick thing. You know how we can't stream movies to each other, right?
Yeah.
On StreamYard?
Yes. Like go into a private room,
right?
Get together and watch it. They guy was telling me yesterday they found a way to do it. Just use Firefox. It's not integrated for Netflix to block it.
Okay.
Yeah, I know Google was working on something, but it looks like it shut down. Where they were, going to do this new advertising platform, for your websites and that, but it seems to have gone away.
Yeah. Hey Tommy, check private chat. But yeah, tired of woke normies. Normies are finally realizing. Well, yes, dude, that is exactly right. Because I've had so many friends that pop in and just like, I'm kind of getting tired of this. Like, I don't know when this happened, and I'm like, a couple years ago it happened.
Didn't you share this already?
No, I've never seen it before.
Oh, that must have been another one then.
Yeah, it was the PB something podcast. I'm not sure what it was called.
Oh.
I shared it the other day. But anyway, that's from the quartering. Oh man, look, there's Kellogg's.
Hey, Kellogg's.
Hey,
hi, Dad.
Hold on, yeah, she just texted me. Hello. The guy. So I got to get it right. Why does it do that?
Nobody say
he's the guy in charge.
Let's see if the invert works now. Seth.
Where? What do you mean?
Where it would flip your screen for you
on the
Maybe
camera?
they did an update. Yeah, you go to settings.
Oh yeah. Tommy's that way.
I see him right there.
Wait, it doesn't change. It doesn't change for you guys.
Oh, I have to look on Twitch. I'm sorry.
No, it doesn't change on the stream either because I've got it pulled up on my third screen, and it doesn't switch. It only switches for me.
Oh.
No. Yeah, it just switches for you.
Yeah, it switches.
At Seth right now?
Not to me.
Yeah, not to me.
No. Same switches for you if you do it for you. Yeah. That's
and I've
weird.
had that on constantly. I just realized because I just turned it off now.
That's funny.
There are soft filters you can get for virtual cameras, and you
am I pointing at Tommy?
No.
No.
All right. See that my camera's mirrored, so for me it looks like I'm pointing at Tommy.
Yeah. Oh,
you guys
it's
don't see it.
It's the camera side. Oh, okay. I
yeah.
Gotcha.
So what's the point of having it if it only you can see it?
It's testing it out. It's testing all the processing, and they'll eventually be able to stream it.
Okay, I didn't know everyone could read that. No.
Yeah, all of this, all the chats go filter in together. So we're on how many platforms?
We're on
right
six
now?
different. We're on six different channels right now.
Yes.
2 YouTube, 2 Facebook, 1 Rumble, and 1 Twitch.
Oh, you got Rumble. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, my channel's got. I'm on Rumble.
How many? I need 60 more subscribers, followers, or whatever.
Something, yeah.
All right.
Oh my
Hello,
lord.
Carl. Oh, we see. We missed Carl. Carl's on. Hi, Carl.
Hey, what's up, Carl?
I'm kind of retarded.
Hey, does that? Wait a minute. I actually have a chat. I have a chat window. I don't normally have one.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
yes.
So it's through. It's because it's connected. So it's my Twitch account showing up there. Oh,
That's
pretty
you.
wild.
Yes. Yeah. You could do your Twitch, and if I do, and it goes to all. But you can
Yeah.
also change it. You can change destinations. You can. I can just do it to mine or all destinations.
Oh,
And
that's what you were talking about. I'll have to look into that.
Well,
Yes.
you can say all destinations, but it'll only go to the destinations you dropped in, so it won't go to my destinations or it won't go to Lapes.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I just see title and category.
Yeah. But everything they type goes to us in all one window, but it doesn't get echoed to every platform.
Also,
when
might
is-
go to
when is
Whorehound.
that?
That would be cool.
In Cincinnati, when is that one in Cincinnati?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think
When?
WCBS is going to be there, right? As far as I know.
I don't know.
Wasn't that
Next week. Oh yeah, no, can't go.
All right. I'll text. I'll send a message to. I'll send a message to Jeff. I guess, or Nick. Maybe I'll do Nick. He tends to respond. I can do that on my computer. I don't have to interrupt my.
I haven't
gameplay.
heard them say anything about going to Whorehound. So
Well, I wonder if when is that big meetup in California?
it's when WrestleMania is.
Yeah, but that's like June or something. May,
WrestleMania 23. April 1st.
April. Oh, okay. Well,
Sunday,
maybe not.
Saturday, April 1st to Sunday, April 2nd.
Yeah.
So
Is this year going by fast for anybody else?
yes, it is.
Every year it gets faster, man.
The more that you understand the concept of time, the less time you have.
Yeah, it seems that way.
That sucks.
It's only March.
Swear, 1 year for a kid seems like 10 years.
Yes, dude, for real. As a kid, I thought I would never get to be an adult.
Yeah. And
Carl says, yeah, years do get faster. Time doesn't exist for me, though. Also, I'm not a kid. Well, good.
And then she says, "Dad's a man, baby."
Allegedly.
That's the one.
Well,
Oh, good for you.
what's that one from?
That's Christian Bale's rant when he got mad at the camera people on the set of Terminator Salvation.
Oh, that's right.
And he
I
started
remember
yelling
that.
at the guy
Yeah.
for getting in his way.
Yeah, it's a shame that movie didn't do very well. He could have gone on to make 5 or 6 more.
I I know that movie's not as good as it could have been, but it's really not that bad.
As far as the unnecessary sequels, it's probably the best one. I mean,
I think so.
T3 is kind of sort of intolerable, but I think I like that Salvation better than T3.
Yeah.
Although I just fell off my bike. Some of the callbacks are pretty good with that. The psychiatrist who sees, Arnold, and he's just like, run,
Yeah.
But
it was a victim of early cancel culture where they didn't like certain actors and it wasn't diverse enough, so they found every which way they could to criticize the movie on poor CGI, etc.
Well,
but it was really
they tried to make a crappy story good by just using CGI.
I wouldn't say crappy story. It's a very basic story, but if you look at war movies in general, they're all basic stories. There's no substance or depth to it. It is very one-dimensional. The AI would be very one-dimensional. That is a very good. That's just something people don't understand. AI will be very direct and very ruthless.
Yeah, well, it was in the first two. All of them. The Terminators are pretty much, they have their mission and they are going to do their mission no matter what. What I found about it is it was like an unnecessary prequel-esque sequel, and what I couldn't figure. Well, see, I feel very similar with the Matrix movies. Granted, it's like the first Star Wars movie. It was made to be self-contained, sort of, right?
And Salvation relied on everybody knowing the lore from all the other movies.
Yeah, it's like I don't know if they were. I guess I really don't know what they were attempting to do. We didn't need any more of the backstory. The settings of the war seemed to change, right? They didn't look like what you saw in the first two. And
looks like we got a little bit of breaking news, guys.
Ooh. We're learning that the Manhattan DA's office has asked for a meeting with law enforcement ahead of a potential Trump indictment. This is coming to Fox News from a source in the court.
You got to be careful, man. That's copyrighted material.
Well, I know. That's true.
To discuss logistics sometime next
week.
Use
30 seconds.
When we can talk all over it a lot. I still do not understand why they fear him so much.
They fear the possibility that Trump will create more like him that they cannot control.
But that's already happened.
Cannot bully. Yes, but none of them are successful yet. DeSantis as a governor is only second term. He could go away and never be seen or heard from again. Whereas people like Trump just have to call any news station, mostly Fox or Newsmax, and be on.
Right.
Yeah, I guess.
If you had a dozen like Trump, it would be nightmare for Democrats in the South. It would be a red wall, vertical and horizontal across the United
let me
States.
tell you, they're in trouble in the South in a lot of places, and
even Austin they're shrinking in Austin. For the first time.
People are. I wouldn't say waking up. I don't know what the right term is, but their
awareness levels.
What I like is more and more people are tired of the BS of both sides.
Yes.
And it's almost like if we had a figure like Ross Perot now, because you remember Ross Perot, was it one or two states he came in second? Because there was a couple states that Bill Clinton came in third in. And a lot of that was Reagan Democrats who were still disillusioned by the Democrat Party. But it feels to me like there's enough of a revolt with the like Matt Gaetz and others in the Republican Party, and you're starting to get a revolt with like AOC and the Democrat Party. Although the old guard is still there and they're still in control. But it feels like to me maybe two I'll say second party, since I just see it as one uniparty.
Yeah. Have you?
It almost feels like the momentum feels finally right to really get over the monopoly of
Yeah.
what we've got.
What they really fear is Trump working with the Patriot Party, because the Patriot Party have been able to win 3 small elections, which hasn't been done for like 40 years, I think, hasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, you go and look at the ballot. I mean, even around here, there was a lot of other parties on stuff, regionally.
Yeah, but they're regional parties, but outside of the old, I'm talking about the old ones. Even the Greens are old by now. I'm talking about a new party in the last 40 years hasn't gone anywhere.
Yeah. Well, no, even Ralph Nader eventually just endorsed the Green Party, but what was the I forget his name.
The Farmers Party?
Maybe it was Ralph Nader. It was someone who ran against Obama, who was a former Democrat.
Wasn't that the Minnesota Farmers?
Yeah, maybe. It was something that it was a surprise.
They're over 100 years old, though.
Oh, okay.
They're not new.
Jenna Ellis tweeted, "Here's what you need to know about possible Trump indictments. The goal isn't for political fallout. They know he isn't going to exit the race, nor is he constitutionally required to. The goal is to keep him from being able to raise enough money for a serious campaign."
Well, did you saw that George Soros speech from a few weeks ago where he barely could figure out what he was saying?
No.
They was basically, they were going after him and DeSantis to get them to fight each other so that they're...
Yeah, but did you see how much his face was falling off? He is serious. He is dying before your eyes. I still reckon he's got another 20 years because of all that fetal blood he's stocked up on.
Yeah, but see, he's one of those characters that I'm like, how did he avoid Nuremberg? I understand what he avoided.
How we all know a million gold bars out of the Hungarian what do you call it, the SS, the big stockhouse. He had the keys to the warehouse.
Nick just confirmed they didn't get a confirmation on their table for Horror Hound, and they've tried repeatedly to get a hold of them, and so they finally have given up. So there's your answer.
Yeah.
And apparently they're not the only vendor who's having issues.
Oh, yeah. Dude, the last one I heard, because I haven't heard anything about them going to this one, so I assume they weren't.
Yeah. So.
And they did well from it last time, so I don't know why they wouldn't be welcome back, because they did well, like them or not. They did well.
From what I understand, it's the people that run it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the people that run it, and that's the thing too. Indianapolis one was getting to be very, very popular, and they actually moved into the full convention center. Not the whole thing, but the big halls there, which made it much nicer. They moved out. They basically, each time we went, they were in a different location because they were overgrowing. They grew the hotel they were in. What I didn't fully understand, and maybe it's the Sharonville, maybe it's its location. That one they were always crammed into, it felt like. And Indianapolis had far more stuff going on. It was a lot better for the fan meetups of WCBS in Indianapolis. And they had the better bandwidth. If you were a vendor, you could get on the wireless, and they did. So that's what they were able to do, a live stream, because that's when they finally got their plaque for their 100K subs on YouTube, and they opened that. They did a bunch of, back when Jeff was still doing the PO box mail opening stuff. He had stacks of that because I was off camera handing them every box. So
dang.
But yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's some infighting with the people running it in Cincinnati. I don't know. I didn't go last year, so I haven't been since 2021.
You never know with conventions, because I had this back when I was doing gaming, that some of the big gaming conventions, they didn't want the little guys, and they would just ignore your request.
Yeah. If you get enough big money coming in, I understand that. But that was one of the things I liked about Horror Hound over other conventions is even in Indianapolis when it got bigger, it still was for the most part. I mean, they had people from big studios and stuff, but the independents were still there. You had a lot of independent movies that were shown. Same with the one in Atlanta, so Days of the Dead, I think. Although that one's a much smaller and it's pretty much the small stuff. But you had some of the same kind of actors, some people that played in Friday the 13th part, whatever. There was one year they had, I want to say, 2 different Jasons and several of the people who played various victims, and they all cosplayed as their characters for a group photo.
Yeah. Also, you don't know. They could be overbooked on vendors.
Yeah. And
just doing a lottery.
They could, but we'll see what happens because, that's how Jeff and I don't remember which convention it was, but that's how Jeff and Nick actually met, was through a convention. They were side by side. Jeff was doing his art, so he was drawing for people, and Nick was selling the contacts and all that kind of stuff, and they were crammed in together, and so, and the rest is history. But yeah, it's kind of a shame. I mean, and I don't know if last year they finally brought back the beer, because in 2021 they didn't have the beer because is it Fifth Avenue? I forget the name of the brewery. It's in Indianapolis, and the oddity is in the rotation of the schedule, the beer was introduced at the Cincinnati Horror Hound, and then they'd have it in Indianapolis. Whatever. I mean, they had the last one I had was the Screamsicle. It's always a horror related thing. One year they had a beer that they used, I think it was beet juice. It was something that actually doesn't have a flavor to color it red. And then if you got it on draft, it had the edible glitter in it. And so it really, you get it in a glass and you kind of swirl it. It really looked pretty wild. Because the whatever they used to color it wasn't consistent. So you'd have spots that are a little bit darker red and little, so it really had a feeling of blood. It was pretty wild. It wasn't as thick, but it had that color and look at it. So spent my $6 and got a thing on draft once. But anyway, That was a long time ago. Yeah, that was that in Indianapolis? No, that was in Cincinnati. It was because it was downstairs. But anyway, the good old days before the dark times. But anyway, now he's got a cookie. So Seth, he's got a shamrock cookie. So now you can.
Yeah, I had one of those the other day.
Yeah, do you all celebrate St. Patrick's Day down there in Aussie land?
Yeah.
It was yesterday, right?
Yesterday, yeah. All the pubs were full.
You did the green beer and all that other stupid stuff.
Green Guinness, yeah.
Green Guinness.
And girls dressed up like leprechauns.
Green Guinness just sounds. I don't know if we do green Guinness here. I know they put that.
You know what's funny?
Bud Light and crap.
Yeah.
What's funny?
Who celebrated it?
Guinness back the Ulster loyalists. Apparently. Not the Republicans, though.
Oh.
And also St. Patrick was Italian.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he got shipwrecked. He was enslaved for a while too, I think. I don't know, Tommy. I thought I read somewhere that it started really in, I want to say Boston, but maybe that's just Americans trying to claim everything. But
like Freedom
Actually, no. St. Patrick's Day parade started in Boston, and they moved it to New York. But it started in Boston. But the actual St. Patrick's Day celebrations were brought over by the Irish in the second wave of mass immigration to the United States.
Well, I figured he'd have a feast day.
Yeah, that's how it started. It was a feast.
Right.
And St. Patrick's churches were all beer halls.
Oh, okay.
So that's where the drinking came in. That's
okay. Because that's the thing. There's a lot of Catholic saints' feast days, and I don't think outside of Friday fish fries or something, there's not a whole lot of pagan representation about these Catholic feasts.
Well, I think
unlike St. Patrick's Day is kind of really.
I think
popular.
Protestant America liked it because it had no pagan connection.
Oh. Yeah.
Because driving out the snakes was actually a euphemism for driving out the Spanish influence.
Well, that and the pagans too, right?
Yeah,
the Druids
don't
and
forget
others.
But
yeah, there might be something to that, especially the early Protestants, the Lutheran and Episcopal Anglicans.
Yeah, they yes, because the church was divided between the French, the Roman, and the Spanish. When the Spanish church went bankrupt, Rome took it over, and then when the French church went bankrupt, Rome took it over and became the Universal Catholic Church. For a while, they just went back to calling themselves the Catholic Church.
I found a
YouTube
video.
Roman Catholic, yeah.
The guy goes through, has a chart of all that. He does
all the mergers and yeah.
Well, the Eastern, and he just recently did some of the Protestant stuff, but what I didn't realize is that there's the Eastern Orthodox, and there's what's the Eastern Church, or is it just the Byzantine Orthodox?
Byzantine, was the original,
and then of course you had Coptic, right? Well, yeah, because Constantinople, that's where Constantine established the first church. The first attempts at making a universal, right? Because you had several different variants that were all over the Mediterranean.
And there's different stories, whether it was the Byzantine or the Catholic. There's different stories.
But no, it's pretty interesting. It's a nice, interesting chart. And then I was watching, I think it's the same guy that did a chart, because it makes it useful charts or something. I know I'm looking off screen, but off camera. He did the Roosevelts and how Theodore and FDR are related to one another, and Eleanor, is Teddy's
That's the thing.
And
people don't know that Eleanor married her first cousin.
No, fifth. They were fifth or sixth cousins.
Oh, were they fifth?
But it's
recently that said that they lied about their relationship to get legally married.
Yeah, but because it shows where, because there's the Roosevelt family. Essentially, there were two.
Well, there were more than two, but yeah,
two brothers that came over from wherever, Holland, and their father came over and changed the name, and they were born in Holland. And so one was on one part of New York, one was on the island, one was on the mainland, and they both come from those different branches. And then Eleanor is Theodore's niece, so I think it's his. I guess it's his brother, his daughter. His brother's daughter, and so because it wouldn't be his sisters.
But
and
FDR's
down the other line, but
and
then
the FDR line have one of the richest private trusts in the world, and they're sitting on slave money from the Spanish.
Well, then I think it was. I know we're really off topic now, but Theodore's line. I think it was essentially a great uncle. That branch is like they started multiple banks, and they all still run banks and some other stuff. So,
it's a private trust now, I believe.
Yeah, it's all.
But they still have shit. Instead of having it's like the Rothschilds. Instead of having your name on everything, just have your name on one bank and have your fingers in every pie.
Yeah. What's your next topic, Seth?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Well, we sort of glossed over Disney, but there's not much to talk about anymore with Disney.
That Lance guy.
Oh yes, we had another death.
Yeah. What's that? Y'all keep talking. Hang on.
All right.
And the Byzantine Church is still going. It's part of the Eastern Orthodox Church, which is about to be acquired by Russia. The war in Ukraine has divided the church, and the attacks on Christians in Ukraine have resulted in many people looking to get out of Eastern Europe in general. They've actually increased the amount of migration to Russia, which is not exactly what they wanted.
Yeah, that's all kind of weird. That's on that guy's chart. I know he deals with the Russian Orthodox. And
hey, give me just a minute. I gotta go help my daughter out real fast. I'll be right back.
Right.
Yeah, but now they're two separate churches: the Byzantine and the Eastern. The Byzantine is under the Eastern Church, but the Eastern Church is not under the Russian Orthodox. They're separate. But it's talking about the number of migration is actually flowing east, not west, out of Russia.
Oh, okay.
For every guy who's leaving Russia because they don't want to be called up, there's 10 people moving to Russia. Their migration is soaring right now. Mostly people fleeing the persecution of Christians in Europe.
Yeah, that's kind of strange because that's how they got there. But and it was, I think there was something about two churches in India that, like, one was the Oriental Church and the other one was the Church of the Orient, something like that. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Now, who's winning, Ukraine or Russia? Or
Russia.
Do we even really know?
We could say Russia has the momentum.
I guess it depends on what you mean by winning.
Yes.
Because the only reason why I'm saying that is because would our news tell us if Russia was winning?
No.
Okay.
Well, look, I know people like to believe that the news, that media used to be, when the days of Walter Cronkite, it was trustworthy. It was never trustworthy.
No, Walter Cronkite lied, but he had an excellent news story and an excellent voice that gave him credibility.
Well, quite often he just read what he was given. So quite often he doesn't know everything in the background. But
he was good at picking stories that gave him credibility because they were easy and nothing to question.
I mean, even Watergate was a CIA operation. So
they framed Nixon. That came out.
I completely.
They framed Nixon.
Yeah, I mean that all of that eventually came out. How they got rid of Spiro Agnew.
You try and tell today's people, you try and tell today's people they don't want to listen. They want to believe Nixon was a crook still.
Well, look at it this way: if you tell the people, they're going to go watch Family Guy that will make fun of you telling them.
Yeah. They don't want to know. They don't want to know the truth anymore. They like their narratives.
Washed not just by the news, but by like TV shows and everything else. Documentaries kind of get pushed under the bus if it tells any kind of truth.
Yes, that's the problem.
Yeah, it's even the thing with Ken Burns documentaries. I mean, I grew up on those in the Civil War, and they, had won all these awards. And then I started looking at some history books, and I'm like, he left out so much stuff to paint a particular narrative. And even at the time of the Civil War, I forget the photographer's name that took a lot of the pictures after the battles. They were moving bodies around and doing different things to paint the narrative, even that. So you can't even rely on the historical documents that were done at the time because they all were created with a narrative in mind that in particular that the North, granted, war is crap on both sides. And, we can debate whether, it was justified. I mean, remember, I grew up partially in the South and partially in the North, right? So even in the 70s, were people still calling it the War of Northern Aggression, and or the war between the states was the polite term. And I can understand, the Federals really did invade and they were occupying South Carolina territory and they didn't leave. But it's like, this is why, and this is when I took a history class. It was a 400 level history class. And the guy that was the professor actually wrote a book about, he was from Austria originally, and he wrote a book about Prince Metternich and other things that were happening in the early 19th century when you had the Austro-Hungarian, well, I think it was before Austro-Hungarian, I think it was just Austrian Empire and the Prussians and everything else going on there was no unified Germany, but there was at the Hansbach, it doesn't matter, 1840 something. There was this early underpinnings of a unified Germany.
Yeah, the Hansbach Convention. Yeah,
right.
Was the first step to unification.
And that was the first occurrence of the red, black, and gold flag that to the young people was a unifying symbol, and to the old people was this vulgarity, basically. But even then, when we discussed,
the old Prussians didn't want to give up their French court. That's what. Yeah.
So even then, when we were discussing things, because we had these 2 discussion groups that you had to attend in the class, the recommended reading list would be his book. He actually read several, and then there'd be 2 or 3 others of people who somewhat disagreed, all the way to very disagreed. And it's like, okay, he told the story from this angle, someone else told the story from this angle. They're both right and incomplete at the same time. And what you really need to do is read all of the angles. Okay. And then you can start to appreciate the truth from these various views based off of, and it's one thing to say, hey, I'm writing a book from Prince Metternich's side, or I'm writing a book from the unification side. But when you just pretend none of that exists and you just use it as propaganda, that's the problem. Hey, man, where you been?
I just got in.
All right. Save us from the craziest. Oh, yeah, you're a little loud, by the way. That's what David.
You don't, hang on. Wait. Anime, don't, all right, you start talking. Let me do the adjusting.
He'll adjust your volume.
Oh, okay.
So you got to talk.
Just keep going, man. So what's happening?
Alrighty. Sorry for being so unbelievably late. On account of it being daylight savings time. I know it's different everywhere.
Oh, that's right. Arizona doesn't do that.
Did that adjust for everybody?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Sweet. We just found out there's several different add-ons to StreamYards now. The ability that I can adjust you guys' audio.
Now, we've done this already with Anime Night has already streamed on other people's StreamYards. So he actually knows and should be able to sign in right now and stream this on his.
Now, here's the thing. I don't think Anime has done it the way we're doing it right now.
No,
because
I think he did co-host.
Him and Eagle Rider, I think is what her name is. They're on. Are you guys on the same stream account?
She has it set up to where it's linked to both of our accounts, but I should be fine.
All right, so check this out. StreamYard now has an opportunity, has an option. I can set up all 3 of my destinations. All right, then David brought in his YouTube channel and his Facebook and added it. Lape went on and added his Twitch account. You right now, well, I don't know, you're on a phone, so that might be different. Do you have any options to share to your audience? Might be at the top of your screen.
Corner. Yeah.
But see, he's looking at it through a cell phone, so it could be different. I'm not sure.
Oh, yes, I do. It says stream this to your audience.
Yeah, big blue
Click
button.
that button. Click that button. See what it does.
Okay, it has my Twitch and my YouTube.
You could do both. You have a limit of 2 destinations.
Okay. Hang on 1 second. There we go.
Cause we're gonna be on, we're right now on 6 different locations.
What episode is this, my friend?
It's just it's not. We don't do episode numbers. It's just the men's
here's
room.
The title here's the title in private chat, so you can copy and paste it.
Yeah, I just made up one.
You forgot to tell him he gets logged out.
I knew I was
he has to log back in. He should hear us, by the way. I did. I heard us, so he should be able to hear us.
There he goes.
Yep.
All right, come on. There we go.
Sorry,
I forgot to mention you get booted.
Yeah, okay, you said it was in...
Which eyeball is it? Why does that look like? That's weird.
There it is.
Ridiculous.
My eyebrow goes up. Yeah, you're muted.
Who?
I thought he was
Anime
talking.
Night.
I didn't hear anything.
Alrighty.
There we
Let's
go.
try this
Now he
again.
is.
Yeah, they forgot to tell you you're going to get logged out.
Yeah, you do get bounced.
And you have no time control, so you can only set thumbnail and a few other things. And there's
Yeah,
a
it
few
doesn't
things that
matter.
you can't change.
But yeah,
I'm just gonna put the men's room.
yeah, it's fine, and no big deal. That'll be
Sorry.
Don't
cool.
forget, you need unique titles on YouTube now, I think.
Oh, you do? Well, whatever.
Doesn't
Just-
matter. He
yeah, it
can
doesn't
edit it
matter.
later. Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy. Like we can all be.
Just basically stream to a much wider audience.
Yeah. Like Kella, Labe's daughter was on here a little while ago. She was coming through his
Twitch.
Twitch, yeah.
Don't tell NMP.
Yeah, LMP would be like, hey.
Hey, I'm gonna simp for her.
I think back in the day it used to make Labe feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, well, he's King Hentai. What do you expect?
Yeah. I forget what she would say, too. She's like, yeah. Don't your friends know that I'm in my 20s? Yeah.
Actually, he's only 30-ish, isn't he? 32 or something?
There we go. I just
I
put
don't
the men's room hangout stream.
Ellen?
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Okay. Alrighty. That should have done it. Wait, what?
Yeah. I got about 15 more minutes and then I got to bounce. So.
Yeah, me too. Well, about 20.
All right. Did we talk about Crowder being back on next? Was it Monday?
Yeah.
On Rumble, right?
Is it only
Yes.
on Rumble?
As far as
Actually,
I know.
I believe he signed up for Rumble exclusive.
That's crazy.
Cool.
The only-
Okay, I've saved it.
The only oh dang, we are live on all kinds of stuff now. I see it. Dang.
Oh, wow.
The top bar is so full right now.
The pressure is on to do a good show.
So
Thanks,
Crowder's
Lake.
back on.
You're welcome.
Yeah, Crowder is maybe. I don't know if it's actually. Well, YouTube's blowing up about Trump, but of course they are because they're one-dimensional. But Crowder looks like becoming one of the few channels that are Rumble exclusive, which means anything they post will immediately be monetized. They don't have to go through they'll get priority processing and, of course, priority front page. So,
Yeah.
starting next Monday, you should be seeing Crowder on your front page, whether you like it or not.
So let me get this straight. So instead of 7 p.m. my time, it'll be 6 p.m. going forward.
We're going. No, we stay at.
It's the
10,
same
it's
time.
10:09. It's 10:09 right now for us.
It's 7:08 over here.
All right, so it should be 6. Should be 6
Oh,
o'clock for you.
Alrighty. I will make a note of that.
Yeah, I forgot that Arizona doesn't. Do
Yeah, me too.
daylight savings.
I live in the weirdest.
Yeah.
You're
What
welcome.
I had a client out in Arizona at my previous job, and it was nice because no one got in the office before 9 o'clock, and so here we just did nothing for 2 hours.
That's cool.
Here we go. Global Riot. Yeah. Top political commentator brings Mug Club to Rumble exclusive. March 8th, he signed the deal.
So, but I wonder if it's exclusive, but he's still going to have something on YouTube to draw in crowds.
With his YouTube and 2 million followers on Twitter, he can still do shorts, I think.
Yeah, I
Ads.
imagine he'll do shorts.
Yeah.
Or kind of do like what
means the full content is on Rumble.
Right.
But
Russell
he
Brand
can
does
put
that.
shorts. Yeah, Russell Brand does that. Yeah, but Russell
you'll
Brand
get-
is like half his show. You can still get half his show on YouTube.
Sometimes. Depends on the topic. When he's talking about something sensitive, you get about a minute and a half, and he'll say, "Hey, come watch the rest of us over on Rumble where we can say what we want, even if it's reading the Who website and not get cut off." He's got almost 6.5 million subscribers on YouTube.
Wow. How much is Rumble?
Huh?
How much is not Rumble? Now is there going to be a paywall though?
Yep.
Yeah, Rumble exclusive has a deal with Mug Club where Mug Club members get all the full show. Everybody else gets the first 20, I think, or 30.
Yeah, it's I think $20 a month, something like that. I forget now.
You can sign up either through Rumble or through Mug Club. It's you can't get the full content anymore.
Well, it's like Tim Pool's show, his podcast. As far as I can tell on Rumble, it's just little excerpts.
Yeah.
Because quite often I want to listen the next day, and I want to do it on Rumble, not YouTube.
Yeah, if you don't catch Tim Pool live exclusive, the next day you don't even get you'll get the drama, but you won't get the content.
Right. So, and Tim Pool is so guest sensitive for me anymore. It's like,
you mean he's a fence sitter?
Well, no, but depending on who he has on, like last night he had this lady. She was some libertarian I never heard of, but she was dumber than Ian, and I was like, I'm out of here. If you're worse than Ian, I'm gone.
Well, thank you, Oiler Greg, for preferring small YouTube channels. So what about Tim? What about Tim Pool going to like only members?
Oh, in his chat?
Yeah.
I saw that. I don't know what's up with that. Because it used to be you had to be a subscriber for like 30 minutes. And now it's members only.
Yeah. He's got this special chat too where for his exclusives where he's got people directly feeding straight to him that we can't see. So we don't even see what they're asking or saying. Yeah. Right. Yeah, he's got an exclusive tier that has direct access to him, a direct chat. Direct chat channel.
What?
Whoa. So I don't know where this is, but some police officers just plowed through some protesters.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
Oh. Can we
hold
play it?
the
Or do
phone?
we gotta go off camera to share it?
It's 20-second clip, so it should be all right.
All right.
Yeah, it's under 30, should be fine.
Oh my god.
Dude, this is nuts. Oh my gosh, dude, this is like bam, bam. Speed bumps.
No, they're fuck them. They're blocking the police.
Speed bumps.
Well, it's somewhere cool enough that they're wearing coats.
Yeah.
But
if they're blocking police and harassing, run them over, push through.
I wonder if I wonder if it's in Texas somewhere because there's been a lot of crap going on in Austin where people are getting fed
Atlanta
up
too,
choking.
I don't know. It's from Stu Peters.
They look like Antifa. They're all in black, so.
Yeah.
Kellogg says that's so messed up.
Yeah. Well,
Austin is messed up.
Austin's having people. I've seen clips where people are they're not doing street races, but they're doing donuts. And then when the guy, there was one guy who lost control.
That's a response.
Went into the crowd. Well, what was the one? I just saw.
Yeah, I saw that went straight. They lost control and went straight into a building.
Yeah, there was one where the guy lost control and hit a lamppost. And when he did that, because he was spinning around, he came through the crowd, hit a couple people, hit a lamppost. And when that fell over, everyone just scattered. Yeah. Well, but I don't know where it was. It's just, like 8-second clip from somewhere.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry, Kellogg. If I'm in a car and a large group of people start rocking the car and getting under my wheels and crowding around me and smashing on the window, I'm going to run them over. Antifa have no freaking right to do as they please.
Yeah, I don't think that's it.
I would pull out my. I would pull out my creeper Minecraft and go creep, and then be like, "Hi, officer. Here's my card.
Yeah.
Here's my legal
They're
documentation.
They're
Here's all
deliberately
this."
blocking the police.
Yeah.
Well,
That's deliberately. That's
well,
deliberate obstruction.
Well, we don't know the context, right? Is that
Yeah.
are they trying to get somewhere, or did somebody do something, especially on the other side of the car where we can't see, and the police felt threatened, and they're like, "We're out of here," because that even happened to a lesser extent, back in the LA riots with Simpson, where at first the police were coming in and doing things, and then it got bad, they basically scattered. And then that trucker, the guy who his truck stalled, remember, and he got pulled from his truck and was beat up.
They beat him pretty bad.
Yeah, and a preacher saw it. Preacher saw it on television, and he and like 4 others of his parishioners walked down there, and to protect him and get him help. But yeah, it's especially when I'd like to know where that was, because it would be interesting to see, But anyway, the stuff in Austin, it's like happening at like 3:00 in the morning that they're blocking the roads and doing all that stuff. And it's like,
but the thing is, what they'll do is they'll call out somebody will call out the police, right, for emergency. And while the police are parked outside come up, they rock up at the property, and all of a sudden the crowd will come out of the houses and surround them.
Yeah, I don't know if I believe that, Seth.
What?
I can just read the headline of what you just posted in the private chat, because it's in the link.
What I posted?
I just published it.
Oh no, David did.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
I was about to say.
Now the last part of that. However, I will say this: when they've decided they're done with Joe Applesauce, all of a sudden it'll be stuff that he's been doing for decades.
They're using Joe right now. Every time they're using Joe to distract. Sorry, they're using Trump to distract from Joe. But once they've done with both of them, they're just waiting for the right time. Marianne Williams went on. Was it Tucker or no? It was Fox. It was one of the others. It was one of the lesser Fox channels, and announced she's running last night.
Who?
Marianne Williams. Remember? Miss Peace and Love. She's a big Vietnam anti-war thing. She's been around for a long time.
I'll have to look her up.
Marianne Williams. She ran last time against Joe. Said that we need to bring back peace and love.
Oh.
So we got Nikki Haley running. We got
Pompeo.
We got Custer Bastard running, and we have
another Trump running. I forget his name.
I would not be surprised if Diane Frankenstein runs. I would not be surprised.
I don't think DeSantis is running.
All right, so Elijah Schaefer right now is, I think, live. He's actually talking about Trump's going to be arrested next week. Sources Fox News and Trump legal team says he'll surrender if he needs to.
Yeah,
I call bullshit.
I don't know, man. That's crazy.
They are making stuff up because they know mud sticks. They have a hardcore 30-something million Americans who believe anything about Trump. You say Trump killed a kitten, they'll believe it.
Well, anything negative.
Well,
yeah.
I still don't know who this lady is. Sorry.
She
doesn't look old enough to have been against the Vietnam War, though.
No, she was a youth activist. That's how she started.
Oh. But anyway.
She's a little bit older than me. She's a youth activist. But thank you, Jordan.
Jordan Avant, what's up? Welcome. Thanks for coming. Awesome stream. Hey, thank you.
Yeah, we'll see. But
who's he coming? Is he coming from you, Anime Night?
Jordan.
Somebody on your...
It's kind of hard to tell because I have so many different subscribers. I'm like trying to figure out.
I was just wondering if you recognized them from your chat.
Jordan Arvant.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out who it is, and we're all sitting over here like
Emotional damage.
Hey,
Well, what's
Jordan,
the icon?
Jordan, type
it's
in.
anime.
Well, it's YouTube. It's coming from YouTube.
Yeah, it's somebody with an anime picture, and it's coming from YouTube.
Yeah, it's on
But anyway,
anime.
hey, whatever. Glad you're here.
Yeah, we'll sort through the chats. We'll sort through the comments later.
No, we're going through it right now. It's fine. Brain Muffin says thanks.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah. Hey, the Babylon Bee posted FBI concerned that if MAGA doesn't conduct a T attack soon, they'll have to fake one.
What do you mean? They already fake. They're always fake.
Yeah.
Nah, they need a huge look. Pentagon report came out last night, and they tabled it last, but of course they do. So because they knew everybody was going home, they just tabled it, raced through it. But the aid to Ukraine, it's going to cost the US $13 billion to replace those missiles, tanks, etc. that they've sent over the last year. That's just the hardware they've sent. Our hardware and ammunition.
Crap.
Because everything's going one-way trip.
What is Astrolamp? Let's talk about the Astrolamp. What's that?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't have an Astro lamp. I know for a fact I don't. The only lamp I have.
The original lamps because I've got chickens.
The original lava lamp.
Oh.
But
that's the only lamp I have.
It's British.
I saw a lava lamp the other day on Walmart.com, and they have a Bluetooth speaker in it. Wow, that's pretty dope.
So here's one.
There's one. The original lava lamp is British, or was.
Yeah, I think that's in pounds.
Yeah,
it is 85.
85 pounds. Is it real silver?
Dude, I've got like 2 of those.
Yes, real silver.
That one looks like it's got a special feet on the bottom so it doesn't get so hot.
I've got an old school one from back in, I think it's from the 70s or 80s.
Yeah. Does it still work?
I think it might need a bulb.
Because what I remember with a lot of them is the wax.
Oil breaks down.
Well, it like just starts clumping. It'll be at the top. It'll be at the bottom.
Fatal System Error. He says, "Yo."
Hi, Fatal. Welcome to the stream, buddy.
What's up, buddy? What's up, man?
Welcome.
Hey,
Happy
Fatal.
Friday, dudes.
Yeah.
Happy Friday indeed.
Yeah. Yes, I remember the one you got at the yard.
Still works, and it's beautiful. I've got
nice.
2 of them. I will try to track them down and find them, and I'll put them on the shelf for like next week.
There you go.
With some of them though, it breaks down and just forms this scum pond on the top.
Yeah, you get a blob at the bottom and some stuff at the top.
Yeah, well,
maybe
this
those
one
are the
like
fake ones, man.
Or cheap.
This one's black, like it's black stuff, whatever's in it. I don't know, goo. I don't know.
Well, it's supposed to be color. It's supposed to be a high density wax.
Okay. Well, this one's black and it's got clear liquid, so like it just and the top and bottom is black, so it's pretty neat. I kind of would like to put a colored bulb in it.
Yeah,
that'd be pretty neat.
Some are too bright. That's what happens. They heat up the wax too much.
Yeah,
and breaks it down.
Well, what's the wattage of the bulb? Is it 40 or 60?
It's supposed to be 40.
Get a colored bulb. Yeah, I had 2. I had 2 of them. One was silver and one was black. The silver one, I think they both had like. I think the silver one had like a red gel stuff in it.
Yeah,
and
you have to use an incandescent bulb.
To put off heat.
Your LED ain't gonna work.
No.
The 2 watts of heat from the LED ain't gonna work.
Well, that's the point. The LED was created so that it wouldn't heat up housing in the summer.
Now there's an interesting question.
Do you think we will still be able to enjoy the things we loved when we were still alive in the afterlife in heaven?
Well, that's the so-called promise, right? That the afterlife will give you everything.
Right.
Well, it depends on the religious aspects of that. You're gonna
Well, that's true.
You'll have you'll have different wonderfulness. If you're Hindu, you'll reincarnate and come back.
How dare you!
Hindu,
definitely
Hindu,
not reincarnated as that, though.
Yeah.
Hindu has scales of reincarnation until you reach nirvana or hell.
Yeah.
It's not guaranteed. Reincarnation is not guaranteed. You can be sent to hell and you'll never
There
get
was
out.
some movie, was it Mel Brooks? Where they I don't think it was Life Stinks. It was
I think Meaning of Life.
No.
Yeah,
Life Stinks.
Where he goes and they're going through the afterlife pavilion and they're seeing their former lives and things, like he's being chased by. What in the world is all that? Yeah.
Afterlife Stinks.
Oh.
Yeah.
I want to know is if we didn't have social media for these things, would they get? Is it like what? It's not the Streisand effect. What's the one? Maybe it is the Streisand effect, where the sharing of it just keeps spreading more of it.
No, the Streisand. Yes, the sharing creates more. Yes, that's Streisand effect.
Okay. Or was that where she wanted her house taken off and that sparked the curiosity, which drove more
She
traffic.
wanted her beach private.
Yeah. Because the Mandela effect is disaster.
False memories.
False memories.
Yeah, false memories. Yeah, where you believe a news story occurred when it didn't.
That's like people thinking Shaq played the genie in
one of the
some movie. I don't remember.
Yeah, but one of the many sequels to the original Aladdin.
Yeah, but it wasn't him.
No,
it was he played genie in a commercial though.
So apparently, apparently that Lance Reddick guy, they're claiming it's natural causes.
Yeah, I said that.
Yeah,
I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's why I put it in air quotes.
Well, yeah, I remember that off air. I didn't know if you said it on air.
No, that's sorry. Yeah. Oh, ouch.
They said he was 60, didn't wake up.
The comment section not buying.
No, that's SAD to me. You're healthy, just finished a day's work, go to sleep, don't wake up. That's SAD.
Yeah. Sure smells that way.
Wait, what's SAD?
Sudden adult death.
Oh, yeah.
So, like Sid, Sid's.
Well, there's, even for SIDS, there's a lot of stuff. A lot of research that's the same thing causing that.
Inflammation of the inflammation and allergic reactions, which shut down the air supply to the brain through multiple sources.
Yep.
Anyway. And it's just so sudden that there's not even a pain registry, that it's just shuts everything down in a cascade.
Right.
That's what happened to him. His body failed. He went to sleep and didn't wake up. No alert, no alarm, no crap and grip in the chest, no prior warnings, no health problems. That's sad.
Yeah. Well, speaking of which, I got to go, guys, because I got to get up and do my last patrol, and I can feel my dinner knocking on my colon, not to get too gross. But you guys, you do whatever you want. But yeah, just check me out on YouTube, YouTube/Brian Lape. And yes, I will be releasing more videos soon. I've been a lazy bum, but
I know that feeling.
Yeah. I got my my stuff that I need to make the Greenfather into a still. I'm going to be doing an unboxing video for that. I'm going to be doing some other stuff. I've got to get back to the Damascus Brewery and get some things with the owner there. So hoping to do some collabs this summer with him, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. I'm starting a new I started recording last night a new series that is going to be uploaded to my channel. I got some chickens, and I'm going to be doing some homesteading.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, our rooster went after my wife today. She fell and hurt her foot, and she's really wanting me to take a 16 gauge high brass or a shovel. I don't know if we're going to eat him. I don't know what we're going to do with him, but he knows her walk even. She doesn't even have to talk, and he'll come running over. And I think I just need to.
Roosters, no. Once they can intimidate you, they'll come and flare those feathers at you.
Yeah.
You have to stare them down. If you don't stare them down.
Apparently, one of the dogs' egg went to get in between, and he pecked an egg, and the egg's like, okay, I've had enough, which surprised me. I thought for sure if he did that, he would just shake him in the next week. Yeah. Now, I think Toby would. If Toby thinks it's a squeak toy, he'll shake him in the next week. But anyway, so it's been good. And yeah, we'll have to do this through all our streams. So when I close, I wonder if it'll close my Twitch or if it'll keep going.
I don't know. Let's
find out. I guess we'll find out.
Yeah. If it does, I'll cut it off.
Yeah, it doesn't matter to me. Oh, Switch Test TV. Brain Muffin. Whoops, if I can spell.
You could click remove on your top bar.
I'll do it. When you leave, when you exit out, you just go, and if it doesn't kick you off, then I'll just manually do it.
And it's about 4 or 5 seconds behind, so it might take it a little bit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's probably why it won't kick straight away. Just got to do the catch up on the.
All right, Leap. We have fun being Snow Patrol.
Oh, somehow I unclicked mute on that. I clicked on the wrong thing. And yeah, my daughter's chatting in the very Snow Protocol.
Oh, I was going to say, did you hear that? Yeah.
Anyway. All right. See you guys later.
Well, Leap.
Bye.
Netflix has some DC shows now.
What's it? Sunny and Cher. Don't be Sunny and Cher. Oh, dude, it's still here. So apparently, we just stay on. We'll just stay on Channel Dad's channel
for a while.
Yeah, it'll be all right. Let's not say anything. Get him kicked off like
Nazi fags.
Yeah. Netflix has announced that they are acquiring new DC content.
Let's see y'all later.
Yeah.
You talk about DC content. Like, what do you think about Shazam?
I think a lot of people are very divided right now because on one hand they're saying Levy was very good, very funny, and on the other hand they said it's a woke story and the rest of the cast were disappointing.
It sucks, man.
I think half the people aren't going to go see it now.
Really?
Yeah, I think they've lost their audience. I think DC has hit the wall running.
That sucks. I was looking forward to it. Now, apparently, they said something along the lines of, dude's gonna be one of the guys. I think he was the green suit on the family. Yeah. He's apparently gay now.
Yep.
So
isn't he 10?
He was Latino, or excuse me, Latinx.
Well, he is now, isn't he? He's
he is.
I'm kind of retarded.
That's the one.
Yeah.
I will eat your ass.
See, half the people are saying the problem is Shazam himself. It's Levi or
Zachary Levi.
Zachary, that's it. Zachary is funny, charming, and he's giving an excellent performance, but he's let down by an ensemble of people who are just there to basically say one line and agree with everything, and just basically one-dimensional. Like, there's no development of the characters. They're pretty much focused more on drama that doesn't need to be there. I don't know. The reviews are all over the place. Like, nobody's happy.
Anime, did you say something about a lot of people showing up?
Yeah, that's correct. That is correct. Right as I was leaving, there was a ton of people showing up for that event. So we'll see.
Well, that's cool.
Hey, look, I'm not against people going with their eyes wide open. It's when they hide the fact.
Yeah.
Like, it's when they ram it down your throat and say, "Oh, this guy's gay now." Like, what? He's only 10.
It didn't make a lot of sense.
It doesn't make sense, and that's what's going to rip people off. That they're just pandering to put a black guy, a gay guy, and a Latino into every movie, no matter what the contents. And it's another matter of.
I missed it when it was just like a one worded line and it like literally goes over your head. It's like that quick moment. And it's like, oh, okay.
Exactly.
But here but now it's become so like way too blatant, way too in your face. You can't even digest it. It doesn't give you enough time to like digest that information because it's just so far in your face.
Yeah, but it's every time. It has to be everything. That's the problem too, is that there's no diversity. Everything has to be the same lukewarm garbage with the same cast of 5. And if you have 7 people, they say there's too many characters. It's like, what? You don't need character development for every character. You don't need backstories for every character. Some of the best Superman stories, you didn't even know he was from Krypton. You know, didn't even mention he was an alien. People didn't make a big deal out of it. Now it's every freaking movie. Oh, you like Superman, don't you? Well, he's an illegal alien. Did you know that? It's like, don't need to know that. And he actually went out of his way to become an American citizen. Do you remember that Superman citizenship?
No.
In the 90s, wasn't it? Yeah, so they made a big deal over in the 90s, you know, Superman becoming a citizen.
Basically, there's many cooks in the kitchen, not enough substance to balance out. Now, if a movie has substance and you could still like slip in a few things here and there, I'm pretty sure you can get away with it. But when it's like constant, and then it's like, oh yeah, we did it to this movie as well. Where's the break? Like, where do you break between that?
League of Legends, they're talking about League of Legends and Witcher and all these other shows going the same way of Stranger Things, where they get popular and they start inserting wokeness, forgetting that the non-woke content is what drew people to the show.
I hope to God if somebody approaches Ripperverse and wants to put a woke ideology, I hope they kick that person out the fucking door. I would be like, you ain't doing this shit here. Nope, not on this project. Get the fuck out. We're telling the story our way.
Yeah, but what do you think? You think DC will get a revival with more of their basically Netflix taking over their TV content, or you think it's just DC admitting that they've failed and sending it to the graveyard?
Personally, on a personal level, I'm split on that one, because if you take into account Netflix's track record right now, they have some few bangers here and there. I'm not denying that. I'm saying look at all their past failures and how hard they defended the film that should not be named.
Or season 4 of Stranger Things.
That too. I'm worried because, well, we don't know what content it's going to be, so it's a mystery, and it's like a mystery egg in this whole thing.
It's Legends. That's the first one, which is already on Netflix, all of it. But all of it, apparently, all of CW, everything is being offloaded. Netflix is buying up as much as they can from Warner Brothers. And over the coming months, you'll see lots of new DC content. But they're also talking about TV movies and all sorts of stuff. I don't think Netflix has the money for everything, but I think they're spitballing at the moment, seeing what will stick, seeing what will get excitement. But
the only good show this. Well, go ahead.
See, right now, Warner Brothers has free Batman on the books. They're still paying Affleck, even though they're not going to put him in the next one. They're still paying off. The Affleck apparently is moving into directorship on that one. Then you have the sparkling vampire, moody Batman, Matt Reeves.
Fire King X, what's up?
Hey, Fire King.
Hey, and I think you believe you also have the Michael Keaton Batman who may be showing up in.
I saw that trailer today.
Not in the Flash, no, in the Flash, but after the Flash. The first one coming after the Flash. It's not called the Man of Steel anymore, but Dawn of Superman. I think it's the new working project for the Superman movie. James Gunn's first DC movie. I think it's called Dawn of Superman.
You want to know something funny? Everything up until now, it makes the animation movie. It makes the Superman animated movie, Superman Doomsday, look like
classic
Academy Award-winning film. That's how bad it is. I'd rather watch Superman Doomsday. That's how bad this is.
I don't know where DC's headed, but people are saying
we owe that movie an apology.
Yeah. People are saying that James Gunn is throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. And that the DC ultimately owes Zack Snyder an apology because they fired him for doing the same thing. Spitballing 17 different projects, getting the public all excited and not even delivering one. You know what I mean? But they spent billions of dollars on this. And what have they got to show for it? Jason Momoa is actually suffering from depression. He's afraid of the public reaction to Aquaman 2. He doesn't want to do any public appearances. It's got to be bad if you're looking back at your own work and getting depressed.
Personally, I feel bad for him in the sense that it drove him to that degree. I mean, no one should be pushed to that degree. No one. I mean, we all know it's going to be bad because of the elephant in the room.
I think he gave it his best, and they cut a lot out.
He did.
I think he did. If you look at the shorts that they've released of Aquaman 2, he's looking mighty fit. I think he pushed himself to the limit on dieting. That's what's making him depressed. Plus,
I think he pushed himself way too hard, though.
Yeah, I think he took a lot of injuries doing his own stunts.
Fire King just popping by to say, "Hey, hey, what's up, man?" Yeah, that's cool. Check out all of our links. Well, I don't know. I don't think the links and stuff are going to be in your description, Anime Night.
No, you got to paste them yourself.
Okay.
It's okay.
There, I threw this in here that's where we're at. This is like the main stream right now. Everybody's just kind of feeding off. So,
because I'm kind of worried if I hit the little thing at the bottom of my phone to go to a different screen.
True.
It's gonna kick me out within like 5 minutes, maybe.
That's true. That's the sucky part about being on a phone. So I understand.
Well, I have everything ready for the gaming PC. I have everything ready. I just have to purchase it, and then I'll build, and then I'll set it all up.
For some reason, YouTube won't let me have a short yet.
Oh, that reminds me. I need to make a short soon for my DVDs.
I meant a short name, not a short short video.
Oh,
short reels.
Sorry, I misheard you.
I made a short yesterday that was hysterical. I don't know if you guys seen it or not.
Was that pull my finger?
Yeah, pull my finger is my kid. He was like, pull my finger.
Yeah, he's got good enunciation. He's treating well there.
He was funny. He's like, pull my finger.
He did it well with the draw and everything. He speaks like you, real good.
Also, real quick, David, I feel like Netflix buying up like the DC stuff.
Yeah.
I think that they're
What just real quick.
Pull my finger.
My kid right there. Pull my finger.
But I feel like Netflix is running out of ideas. Like, they tried their hand in live action anime, it blew up in their face. So it's like, well, fuck that endeavor. Let's try
live action. Yeah, live action was a disaster. But you could have learned that from Tokyo 1, right? They pulled the same thing. But Netflix's password sharing policies what upset young people because they share it in a dorm, right? One person in a dorm gets Netflix and they all share it. Especially in Vancouver. They have 12 subscribers in Vancouver College. That tells you how many people are sharing.
Yeah. Well, you guys ready to call it a night? It's a little late. We've gone a little later than usual.
Yeah.
Because I'm about ready for bed, and I got to set up for tomorrow's stream. I'm gonna set it up to go on Rumble.
Same again.
Same time.
Yes, we'll do the same again, and do Rumble. See what happens, because I don't know, Twitch. We don't have the titties.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be at the
work on your titties.
You're funny. You're
funny.
Gonna
be at anime?
Tomorrow I'm going to the collector's market. They're hosting an anime festival over there, so I'll be.
Nice.
I will be going in cosplay tomorrow. I'm going as Trunks, but I'm leaving the sword here because of obvious reasons.
Yeah, policies. Yeah.
Well, not because of the policy, but because I'm gonna go inside the building too, and I'm worried that it's gonna clang with a few things, and it's like, great, $137 down to $2.
That's a cheap one.
Yeah. So with all the respect I have for that place, I'll leave it here. I'll just go in the boots, the outfit. They'll still recognize. I have this Sunday is Knights of the Anime Table. Rosetta's going to be hosting again, so I will be there. I will resume as host on the following episode, and Comic-Con is coming up, so I will do a video on both of those when it gets to that time. Bryce Pappenbrook is going to be here at Fan Fusion, so get your tickets while you can. Hope to see you all there.
Nice. Well, all right, guys. Tomorrow morning, 7 a.m., we're going to be playing some more of Days Gone. Check us out next Friday, and be on the lookout for some videos, because I'm going to be uploading some stuff that I've been recording for my little farm. Apparently, we're playing farm life in real life, so it'll be a good time. Anyway, check out buy David's book. Yeah, check it out. Buy all the links and stuff down below for everybody's channel and whatnot. You guys have a great night. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Good day, sir.
Later, dudes.
Good night, Jim Bob.
Hell, I got to go.
Peace out.